Hey guys, first of all, Comic Book University and Mighty Thor, issue number 22. All right, this particular issue reminds me of an old ethics class that I had where there was a question posed. It said, if you knew that Saddam Hussein, this is how long ago this was hiding inside of this one building and you could launch one single Patriot missile to take him out, but it was in an orphanage and there were 10 babies around him, Iraqi babies. Would you do it? Would you end the war and take him out and those 10 innocent babies? And the class really turned on the one, let's just face it, jackass who said, yeah, I absolutely would, because they're just going to grow up to be like him. Yeah. Well, let me tell you something. This really reminded me of that particular class, all right? And no, that jackass was not me, not at all. So anyway, this reminded me of that because War Thor shows up in Muspelheim, and he's taken out people left and right. And by people, I mean these fire goblins and fire demons and all the different fire flame creations throughout this realm. And like he's just summoning the rain. And it's easy enough to take these guys down. But taking out Cinder, the queen of the flame, the daughter of Surtur, that's not going to be quite so easy. Yet he's not giving up. He's still trying. That's not going to stop him from trying, man. So this dude, forget about it. He just starts tearing into her, but she's taking him down. And it's funny, even the little goblins who serve her, like, no, she loves us. She loves us like flame on tinder. She loves us like, and she just like slices it in half just so she gets a chance to cut him, and he does get cut across the belly, and it's Volstagg, so I mean, there's ample belly. I mean, she could have swung the other way and still hit him. The point is that he does go down. This is when our Thor shows up. Jane Foster Thor shows up, and she just wrecks house on Cinder. And what's more, she saves, because Volstagg is still, War Thor, he is kind of different mentally. He just starts wrecking house still, and he's tearing things up, but there's collateral damage. And a mother is separated from her daughter, from her I think it's a daughter, son, whatever. Anyway, this little child of flame, named Smoke Tongue. That's actually a really cool name. And since this child was named, I really, really, really hope that we see Smoke Tongue in the future, because this was nice. And Smoke Tongue is falling, and Thor catches this little fire creature. And the fire creature, Smoke Tongue, she's like, please don't sell me to the dwarven forges like my brother was sold. I don't want to die in one of those. And it's like, oh my God. They actually, somehow, they took these fire demons and they were able to bring a semblance of life to them. Life like we know it. The idea that they don't want to be a part of it, not all of them. You're going to have your zealots over here, of course, but you're also going to have those casualties, those people who don't want to be involved in this at all. And usually, the number of people like that far outweigh the zealots. So this was that alone. Wow. Like my tongue, my smoke tongue. No, my smoke jaw just fell on the floor. Like just, wow, that was good. So in the end, yeah, War Thor, he's got his points, but he's lost it. And if you're not sure if he lost it, just think of who Volstagg really is. Would Volstagg have ever gone to the extent that War Thor has gone? Nah. So he's possessed, man. He's absolutely possessed. And plus, mind you, these are concepts that we're dealing with. Mind you, these are lower plane concepts that are a lot more, making air quotes now, realistic than your typical cosmic being aspects. Like eternity is a pure concept, but these guys, they are more realistic, you know what I'm saying? Less concept, more maybe just more abstract than anything else, but they exist. So the idea that we've got energies from different realms, these energies matter. So if all of the fire of Muspelheim is put out, maybe we don't get fire on the earth anymore. Maybe that science doesn't work anymore. So you can't just destroy a realm. It's more than that. You have to keep it in check, as opposed to, just destroy it. Otherwise, one way or the other, it's going to be out of balance. So I really love what they're doing with this comic, I'm giving this particular issue an A- because that was an awesome moment. It's not an even higher grade simply because the fight at the end, well, we're about to see the beginning of the fight. Next issue, we're going to see Thor versus War Thor. And yeah, it felt kind of rushed, but I get it. And it is just kind of cutting out the preamble. We knew this was going to happen. We had to know this was going to happen. So definitely digging this comic. Guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.